Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I am here to welcome you to Monday morning, the start of a brand new week. This week could hold anything. It could hold all good things for us, and I believe it will. My Monday morning motivation for you. And as soon as I do that, then I want to tell you about something exciting that happened over the weekend and something exciting that's getting ready to happen this week. And you won't want to miss it. Truly, you won't. The Monday morning motivation for today is just a simple thought, a simple idea that I read, and it's been everywhere, so you probably read it yourself, but for some reason, today, it just really struck home for me. The thought is that so far in my life, so far in your life, we collectively have survived 100% of everything that we have ever experienced, good or bad. We've all had tragedies where we've lost loved ones. We've all had tragedies where, we've lost our family members or our pets, or, we've had people in our family who've had serious illness. Maybe we are the ones that have had the serious illness. Maybe we are the ones right now who are going through this serious illness. And as of this moment, if your heart is still beating and if you are still breathing, then you have survived 100% of everything that you have experienced in your life so far. We're 100% survivors. We have so far in our life taken test after test after test after test, and we've gotten 100 on all of it. We're still here. We're still breathing. We're still functioning. Our heart is still beating. We still have all opportunity to be productive members of society, to care for one another, to love one another, to help bring positive change to the world in every little tiny action that we do. Now, we may not all have a big platform. We may not all be, CEOs of a big conglomeration or, in charge of hundreds and hundreds or thousands of people. But we all have our circle of influence, and we all have a circle that we are ultimately responsible for. Now, either we bring them down or we lift them up. And so I want to encourage you to be a lifter-upper this week and be encouraged, because we're all in the 100% club together. 100% club survivor of everything we have ever been through that we thought we weren't going to survive. Or how can the world go on because of ... And yet the world does go on. So be encouraged, be positive, be realistic. I don't like, the Pollyanna where, you have to act happy all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about dealing with realistically the issues and the things that we go through, being open and transparent, and surviving. And so far, we got this. So that's my motivation for you. And now I want to tell you about this past weekend. This past weekend, artist Lori McCombie spent all day Saturday with me. All day. Yeah. And it was wonderful. And she kept making comments like, I bet you wish I'd go home. And no, no, that's not the case, because I had a fantastic time. She taught me how to dye yarn, not just one way, multiple ways, and not just one type of yarn, multiple types of yarn, and even roving, which hasn't even been turned into yarn yet. So Anyway, this week, you're going to be surprised and hopefully pleased with the episodes that are going to be coming up, where Lori will show us the different aspects of yarn. You know, I love all things yarn, and my yarnery here is looking a little sad, but mostly because when I came back from my trip, I didn't, restock some of the yarn that I took with me, but also because at this point right now, this is August, and my husband and I are on a spending moratorium, an agreeing spending moratorium. And so for the month of August, we have food in our freezer, we have food in our pantry, we have food in our refrigerator. Not sure exactly what's in there, but we're going to start using that. And so for the whole month of August, we have challenged ourselves to not spend any money on anything other than bills or gasoline for the car. That means no eating out, and we do like to do that. And that means no grocery shopping. And, I like to do that online and do a Walmart pickup. I don't go into the stores anymore. So for us, it's going to be interesting. And if you don't mind, every now and then I'll keep you up to date, maybe tell you what we have for dinner, what I found in the freezer, or what kind of, food substance I found. So, we do have enough food, probably to last more than 1 month, because we have a pantry full of, dry goodness. I don't know. And we do have, meat in the freezer, and we have, maybe the one thing that we'll miss is when we run out of milk, because I don't have any dried milk, so I can't even make any milk, but that's okay. We tend to find ourselves, it's just the two of us in the house. And so when we do have something like a gallon of milk, it may or may not go bad before we get to the end of it. And so we did have a gallon of milk that was due to go out tomorrow, or that was the date on it. And it's supposed to be good, after that date too, but you know how things go. So my husband has some in the pantry. He's got some pudding mix. And so I told him, please go do something with that milk and go make yourself some pudding. He makes sugar-free pudding. And I said, put it in different containers and put it in the freezer. And then you can pretend that it's ice cream or an icy or whatever. And you can either let it, thaw a little bit, or you can just scrape it and eat it that way. And it's really good. Frozen pudding is really good. They used to make pudding pops. Do you remember that? Anyway. Oh gosh, I've got on a tangent there. Sorry. Chased a rabbit over here. So anyway, that is our goal for this month, is to not spend any money on outside anything. Nothing also, when I do have to go into work, or when my husband has to go into work, nothing from the vending machines, nothing from, even when you fill the gas, don't buy a soda, don't buy water, carry your cup of ice water with you, or whatever it is that you've got. We have tea bags. We can make iced tea. We can make homebrew tea. Not a problem. Just different things like that. So that is what we're going to do this month to try and save money. So there will be no outside spending, and I'm okay with that. I have plenty of yarn. As my grandson Dustin says, I have thousands of rolls of yarn, which is not exactly true because I don't have 1,000 or more, but I do have plenty. And I'm continuing to cake it up. Remember, I was caking it up last Friday, was it, when I was caking it up? I can't remember. Last week. Oh my gosh, can't remember. So anyway, Lori came and she showed me how to dye yarn. She showed me how to card fiber, which was really amazing. First of all, I didn't even know before then, and I won't spoil the surprise. That one's coming Wednesday. So that one is super exciting. I didn't even know what that meant. And then when I saw it in action and I saw her working that yarn and I saw how gorgeous it was when it came out. Actually, it wasn't yarn, it was roving or fiber. Amazing. I had no idea. I really felt quite intimidated because I didn't even know what that word meant. I didn't know what it was used for. I didn't know what the purpose of it was. I didn't know if we were making yarn or if we were, or nothing about it. Anyway, so that was very good. She's also in the future going to show us how to spin, but we just ran out of time. That dyeing, we just got into that dyeing and yeah, we had a great time. And it, we did so many different kinds of dyeing that it really took a lot of the day. So, she had a hand spinner that she showed me. I was not very good at it. And I'm really glad we don't have that on camera, on film. Because, wow, it was, yeah. You probably would have laughed and it would have maybe gone viral because it was not pretty. Anyway, not going to say much about that. But I know Lori is watching this and she's laughing right now because she knows the full story. And I'm sorry I can't tell you the full story, but it had to do with, the stick and the spindle and the spinning. And then you have to put it between your knees and you have to I don't know. Anyway, it all went wrong. It all went wrong. I don't think hand spinning is for me. So anyway, I hope that you have a great week. I hope that you stay tuned this week because we've got some stuff coming up. One of my subscribers asked me about the butterfly, gosh, I can't think of what it's called, mobile. And, I have all the stuff now to make that butterfly mobile. And I'm going to do my darndest this week to get that up and going. It won't take me long because I do have everything now. All of the butterflies are crocheted. All I have to do is put it together. I'm going to put that on film and hopefully get that out this week. So keep watching. I've got a lot going on this week, but I have 2 days this week that So anyway, I've got a lot going on this week. However, my goal is to enjoy my craft room. I have floor space now, which is amazing. My my shelves are not that gorgeous over there in that corner, and that's okay because it's organized chaos. I know where everything is, or almost everything at this point. So it's okay, and it will all get organized, and I will slowly bring more cotton over here and slowly get all of that caked up. I'm going to take random photos as I cake it up, cake that shelving unit up so that I can just show the clips, the photo clips, one after the other of how it comes together. And that way it won't be a long video or anything. And you can just kind of see the progression as I pick up all the yarn that has the guts hanging out. I've got quite a few. I'm looking over there. There's some that, it just has all the yarn barf hanging out. So as I recake those and put them neatly on the shelf, I will take pictures periodically just so that you can see the progress. One other thing that I wanted to show you, and I don't really know where this came from, but this is kind of almost like this was a craft. It was originally meant to be a craft basket, and I really like it. And I know that it was a craft basket because it has a section in here where you can put hooks, and it did have a lid, a little section here. Let me see if I can show you. I'm going to turn this up, and I hope I don't dump everything out, but I want to show you. Okay, well, let me move that yarn so you can see. And move these skeins of yarn. Well, maybe not that one. See these colors? These are my under the sea colors. Well, that one's attached somewhere down there too. So those were my under the sea colors that I was using to make the jellyfish. And if you remember, the jellyfish is going to also be a mobile. So I don't have all of the jellyfish made, but I do have the beads now to attach to, you know, several tendrils, not all the tendrils because some of them are just curlicues, but to some of the tendrils so that I can make more jellyfish. Woo, woo, woo. And I can make I can finish the mobile for that as well. But I want to show you this. I don't know if you can see in there. See how it has like the little section there for different things, for hooks and whatnot. And then there's also sections on either side that have holes for, and it's kind of double holes. So I kind of feel like maybe that was intended for knitting needles, you know, to put them down so that the flat side is up. But you can put hooks in there. I don't knit. I don't enjoy it, so I don't do it. Only do what you enjoy, right? But now that I've got all of these beads, the faceted beads, I can finish making the butterfly mobile. And so keep looking for that. I had a YouTube subscriber ask me about the tutorial for that, and she loved the butterflies. Go back to the butterfly tutorial and take a look, because it's, in my very humble opinion, it is really the most beautiful and easiest butterfly, 3D butterfly tutorial out there. Now, I haven't looked at all of them, but at the time that I made that tutorial, there was not one exactly like that in its full entirety. And I really do like that because it incorporates everything, and it makes, you know, that black edge just makes the vibrant colors pop. So I'm really a big fan of that. If, you know, if I want to toot my own horn, I really am a fan of that. And I'm not saying that in a facetious or, you know, I'm saying that very humbly, that I really do think that that is a really good tutorial, and it's a beautiful butterfly. It really is. So this, you know, I wasn't going to do a tutorial on this, but because there was a pattern out there for something similar to this, and I saw a photo, and I really wasn't going to do a tutorial for this, and I did make one jellyfish mobile for another little boy that was born in February. But, you know, the more I think about it, the more I think I am going to do a tutorial for this, because there's just something special about this with the beads, and it just gives it a little shimmer. And then, you know, then I can just show you the technique of adding these to the mobile. So that's what I've got planned for this week. And so I just want to say, have a great day. Have a great week, and stay tuned as we come up on this upcoming week, because we do truly have some really interesting and fun things coming up, and exciting things coming up. And then our part 2 of last Saturday, Lori is going to come back and bring the yarn that we had dyed, and then she's going to show me, you know, how to spin the roving that we dyed, and she's going to bring the yarn that I got to dye, and then we can decide what we're going to do with it. And I'm not going to give you any more hints about colors or anything, techniques, so that none of the surprises are spoiled. So anyway, have a great week. Have a great day. Come on back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have something. Wednesday we're going to have something. Thursday we're going to have something. And Friday. And maybe even Saturday if I have a lot of footage and I need to spread it out. We're going to spread it out, because I don't want to overwhelm you with, you know, an hour and a half long video. That's not good. So we'll do snippets so that I don't absolutely wear you out or bore you to tears. So anyway, have a great day. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking.